go. All right, we are going to go ahead and officially get started here. Morgan, I am going to make you a co-host in case we have others joining us here. Thank you so much for joining us for Global Connections here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. We are an online chamber of commerce supporting women in business, small business owners, and entrepreneurs, not just locally, but nationally and globally through events, all kinds of events. We host coffee and connections, lunch and learns, wind down Wednesdays. We also have many master classes online, and then this fabulous opportunity called Global Connections, where you can actually meet other high-vibing women entrepreneurs, connect with like-minded women who are ready to help empower you. I always say you just never know who you're going to meet in our Zoom rooms, right? A potential collaboration partner, referral partner, a referral partner, and or a client, right? But you do have to get up, dress up, show up, and be a giver. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us here for our Global Connections event. We host them monthly, the first Wednesday of every month. I would love to introduce you to the fabulous Morgan Hamer. She is our host. Let's see here. Morgan is the manifesting mentor for women who are done building businesses that drain them. Morgan helps worn out women in business and early stage entrepreneurs create businesses that are profitable, fulfilling, and align with their version of freedom without the burnout, the struggle, or second guessing. Her two-step manifesting mentor method starts with you, rewiring the subconscious blocks and reconnecting you to your power, your purpose, and your spiritual alignment. Then she brings in the real business strategy, the same soul-aligned approach she used to build a thriving commercial real estate firm, a seven-figure rental property portfolio, say yay, all without cold calling or hustle. Morgan is living proof that you can be successful, spiritual, and wildly abundant. She helps women align their soul and their strategy so money flows, purpose fuels them, and their best life becomes the baseline. So please help me welcome the fabulous Morgan Hamer. Morgan.
Thank you so much, Carol, for that introduction, and thanks for allowing me to host this group. So the way that this works is I am going to give each of you, let's say, I'm going to give each of you 3 minutes, and in that time, you can use that time to both introduce who you are at your business, just tell us a little bit about you. And then also, I encourage you to share and ask with the group. So, an ask can look like maybe you're looking for opportunities to speak virtually, or you're looking for podcast opportunities or something like that, or maybe you're in need of some legal support or online marketing or something like that. Just share and ask to the group, and then we will in the chat respond if we have anyone we can connect you with or any solutions for you. So you also can take that time if you have a freebie, like a free 20 minutes coaching session or a product sample or some kind of mini course that you can drop in the chat too. So 3 minutes, it's threefold. You get to share who you are, share and ask for the group, and then share a give if you have something that you want to share. And I will set a timer for each of you. Let's see here. Okay, I covered everything. Does anybody have any questions before we jump in?
Say that one more time. Who you are. Okay.
Who you are, if you have some kind of ask from the group, like is there a connection that you need, or you can just describe your ideal client, and that could be an ask. And then if you have a give, like some kind of freebie, you can share that as well.
Okay.
All righty. I can't see everyone's faces, but I know someone that I can put on the spot without feeling guilty. Brenda. I will let you go first.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I guess it's afternoon now. My name is Brenda Aveyard, and many of you are female entrepreneurs, and those are my ideal clients. I started my sales career in the second grade selling red bud trees for our school project. And one year they gave away a transistor radio, and I wanted to win it. So I won my first sales contest in the fifth grade. I am a hybrid, half entrepreneur. I've owned several businesses and I've also traveled all across North America consulting and helping franchise businesses grow. So, what I do is I solve the problems that female entrepreneurs have when they wake up in the middle of the night and they can't go back to sleep. They have something gnawing in their mind and they don't know what the solution is. I know what the solution is. The solution is probably something about not making enough revenue in your business to do the things and live the life that you want to. And I have the solutions to those problems. And I work with women from all different types of businesses, from multi-unit to multi-franchise owners to accountants to realtors to manifestation coaches to wellness coaches to business coaches to all different types of people because business is business, ladies. And if we don't concentrate on revenue during our business as it develops, then we don't have a business. And we're one of those statistics of 1 out of 5 that are gone in 3 years. So revenue is a huge part of your business. And if you're not making it, we need to have a conversation. In the chat, I put a link for a one-on-one if you just want to get to know each other to see if we can work together as business partners, or if you'd like to have a complimentary session with me, you can click on the link for your number one business challenge, and I'll be happy to help you with that. And we can do that in 30 minutes, and you'll leave with a new tidbit that might lead you to a level of success. And I guarantee it'll be something about how you can make more revenue in your business. Money is not a dirty word. Money is necessary. It touches everything. It touches everything in your life. So, my ask for you today would be if you belong to any other female organizations and they're looking for speakers, I promise you I am not a boring speaker. I am not a boring business coach. So, I earned that title by hard work and effort. So, I'm very proud of it. But my name is Brenda Aveyard. I am a sales and business coach. I am absolutely not a boring business coach. So we can have fun and make money at the same time, and you can go to the next level. And thank you, Morgan, for this opportunity. I appreciate you all. Look forward to this call.
Wow, you did a great job. It was just about 3 minutes. True professional. I wanted to mention to everyone here, after you present, be sure to, or before, whatever works for you, be sure to drop your information into the chat. And I encourage each of you to take advantage of the amazing women that are here today, and not in a bad way, in a positive way. Take advantage of their information, set one-on-ones with them. That's where the real magic is made. It's through building relationships and making connections. Even if you may not need an awesome sales coach right now, spending some time with Brenda, you might figure out that actually she does have some solutions that might be great for you, or maybe for your best friend. You never know. But anyway, I just want to encourage you to put your info in here, and then at the end of the call, you can click the 3 dots in the chat box and be able to download the transcript of the chat so that you can be sure to follow up and check in with all the awesome women that are here today. But thank you, Brenda, and I will go ahead. I'm just going to move in order of the people I see on the screen. And I know Carol has introduced herself to some degree, but I'd like to give her time to give a little bit more info about her and her business.
Sure. Thank you so much, Morgan. So I'm the CEO and founder of Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. As a former, I'm drawing a blank here, executive director of a chamber of commerce and an adjunct professor of sales, marketing, and consumer behavior in Europe. I created Beautiful Faces Going Places as a platform, a visibility, education, and connections platform without the local politics, without the good old boys network, and without a glass ceiling. So we launched about almost 7 years ago, and we are thriving. And I'm so honored to be serving via this platform. And thank you guys for joining us here. Please visit our website often because that's where I host and post all of our events, including our upcoming retreats, which I know Yasna will fill us in on. And Morgan will fill us in on a retreat we're hosting at the end of July. So stay tuned and stick with us. My ask is I'm looking for city ambassadors. So if you know someone who loves leadership, would love to host some networking events in their local cities and communities, including globally, please, I'd love that connection. Thank you.
Thanks, Carol, and good to know. I will keep you on my radar for that as well. Nancy, you are up next.
Oh boy, I'm newbie here. So shy. I don't know if I can do it. Okay. Brenda, a lot to follow. All right. My name is Nancy Ferraro. I am an estate planning and probate, but I'm also the mother of a special needs child whom I raised. He
Nancy,
is from,
sorry to cut you off. Your mic, it might be too far away from your mouth. We can't quite hear you. I have my volume turned up all the way and I can't hear you fully.
hold on. Is that better?
I do you have a mic on your headphones? Is that what you're talking to? Can you just hold it a little closer to your mouth when you speak?
Technology is the bane of my
That's
existence.
perfect.
Okay. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm a little drenched. We had a big storm here in Florida, so sorry about the wet dog look. My name is Cora. I am an estate planning and probate attorney here in Florida, but I'm also the mother of a special needs child whom I raised, and he suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome. George is from Romania. His birth mother drank heavily when she was pregnant with him, and that produces violence in children. So for almost a decade, almost every day, I was the object of that violence. But when we all emerged basically vertical, I felt an obligation to tell my story. And I wrote a memoir called When the Bell Breaks, won a national writing competition. And the reason that I wrote it is because I found the need to shed light, share hope, and touch people and form community. As you know, the mother of Son of Sam book. Why? Because when our children and we cannot solve them, we blame ourselves. Society blames us. It is time to throw back the mantle of shame. So now I speak. My first big event is going to be the Family Cafe Conference in Orlando. It is the largest special needs conference in Florida, and I'm thrilled to be introducing the book and have the opportunity to be in front of almost 1,000 moms who've walked a similar path. So I write, I speak, and I do special needs planning for those family members as well as traditional planning. And thank you for having me.
Thanks, Nancy. Are you trying to share your book? Are you trying to get more speaking engagements? What is your ask from the group?
Oh, thank you. Yes, my ask, if you belong to any of the groups, I would love to have the opportunity to speak either virtually or in person in front of mom support groups, the ARC, NAMIs, the National Association for Mental Illness, any of those communities that cater to the families of special needs children. It's a very, very lonely place to be, but it doesn't have to be. So that is my ask. Thank you.
You're welcome. And please put your info in the chat because I do know somebody I want to connect you with. And congrats on that first big speaking engagement.
So scared.
Oh, you'll do great. Okay, Erica?
For sure. Thank you. Um, I'm also new to this group. So for those of you that I have not met, which is everyone here, my name is Erica. I'm a strategic operations consultant and a certified OBM. So in layman's terms, I'm kind of the blend of like your chief of staff, your project manager, your business integrator. I help intentional service-based entrepreneurs create sustainable operational rhythms that support both their growth and their sanity. So, a little backstory about myself. I come from a very strong corporate project management background. Like all entrepreneurs, I broke the 9 to 5. I said there's got to be more to life than being chained to my emails. Only to find that when I started my own business, I was chained to my emails. So I sort of found that reconnecting to my why drove every single business decision. Whenever I kicked to the curb the stuff that wasn't directly related to my why, I was quickly finding that my business felt good. It felt like an extension to my personal life, and clients were coming in. So I've been working fractionally as an OBM for several years now, and I'm starting to scale my own business and look more into sort of one-off projects. Fun fact, I'm actually incubating right now a project for everyone. It's a quarterly planning mastermind for business entrepreneurs to kind of come back, have that moment of clarity, have their clarity break and reflection, get back to their why, and leave with some solid weekly habits that are going to actually move the needle in their business, not just kind of keep them busy. I'll drop all of my info in the chat. My ask is I'm looking to spread the good word, right? I'm looking to find some podcast opportunities, even guest blog opportunities. I've recently fell in love with my own blog writing style, so also looking for that avenue or speaking opportunities. All the above that really position myself in front of some female service-based entrepreneurs that have a small virtual team, or maybe they're on that moment of breaking into having that small virtual team for the first time. The gift that I'm going to drop in here is a little sneak peek into my brain. It's a DIY systems audit worksheet that really walks entrepreneurs through their operational current state so they can kind of see what are the pain points that are slowing them down and what's stealing their focus so that you can either learn to delegate that in a proper way or not do it at all.
I love it.
It's probably shorter than 3 minutes. I'm a pretty succinct person. That's also something else too about me. Contrary, I think, to other operational specialists that I meet, I don't believe in complexity. I think that the right systems and the right operations are flexible and scalable for people. They're also custom. I just don't really believe in like a one size fits all for every model. I think that everything really needs to come back to who you are and why did you start your business?
Love it. Yes, we're definitely going to connect after this call, but yeah, that the world needs more flexibility and simplicity. So I really appreciate your methodology.
For sure.
But thank you so much for sharing, and I will definitely take advantage of the links you shared as well.
Yeah, I should also give a quick kudos shout out. Thank you, Brenda, for going first because I stole your format right off there and created that in the chat. And thank you. I'm going to keep that one for future reference.
That's what I teach.
Yep.
Well, Brenda, you and I may connect after this.
Okay, we'd like to.
All right, Katrina, or is it Katarina? Katrina?
Katarina.
Katarina, what a beautiful name.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Katarina Rando. I'm in San Francisco, California. And what I do is I serve women on a mission just like you. If you are a woman who is in business because you want to have impact and you want to uplift through your work, I would love to connect with you. I support women to sell authentically, speak effectively, and use retreats so we're all blissing more in our business. I am so excited to share with you that on the 24th of this month, for Beautiful Faces Going Places, I am doing a workshop. There you go. I'll put it in the chat on cultivating community and growing your business. We are also going to talk about retreats for sure. And cultivating community is a big important part of having not only effective retreats, but rinse and repeat retreats. I've been doing retreats for women since 2014. I have done over 30 women's retreats. I host a retreat for speaking at my center in San Francisco. I host a retreat on how to do women's retreats. I host something called the Bliss Retreat for women leaders on a mission, which is all about success from the inside out. And we just got back from our first mastermind retreat for women in the Pacific Northwest. Next year, we are going to Alaska. We will have 60 women on a cruise ship to Alaska doing masterminding for a week. And I agree with Morgan that when you retreat, it is really good for your business. It fills your cup, you make great connections, you get rejuvenated, and please don't see it as indulgent. See it as smart business and savvy business to include retreats. Morgan, I wish I could be with you for your retreat at the end of July. I will be on a yoga retreat in Thailand that one of my clients is hosting.
Wow.
Yes, very exciting. And I'm going to put in the chat a link to another workshop I'm doing with my travel professional on doing retreats. I'm also the founder of the Expand Your Fempire podcast. We have over 150 episodes recorded. And if you're interested in speaking, selling better, retreats, there's lots of episodes. You can search for those there. I'm going to give you my link to lots of free resources. And my ask is, I'm always looking for more groups of fabulous women to talk to. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Katerina. I just want to give Katerina a shout out. And as she is on our success team here at Beautiful Faces Going Places, we bring in experts in various fields to help women in business, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. So Katerina, thank you so much for hosting our next mini masterclass series, Add Women Retreats to Cultivate Community and Grow Your Business. We're looking forward to that.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. Who is next? Yasna.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Yasna Dow with Dow Media Agency. And as you guys know, we just got back from our Vision to Success retreat in Croatia, and it was unforgettable. Maybe I can play here. I don't know if this will come out. I don't think it's coming up, but I was going to show you some of our videos, but it's not possible. But either way, our Vision to Success retreats, they were born from a vision that Carol Dockum had for many years. And her vision was to create a space for women to reset, refocus, and grow together. And I was honored to be able to help her bring this vision to life. Our retreats are not just for business growth, but they are for personal clarity, confidence, and connection. And this fall, we're hosting our fourth retreat in beautiful Naples, Florida. And it's going to be a powerful experience. It's designed for women in business, entrepreneurs, and leaders who are ready to take aligned action, who want to build visibility and step fully into their purpose. Every woman who joins us walks away with more than just clarity, more confidence, and supportive circle that lasts far beyond the weekend. So if this is something that speaks to you, or if you know someone who is ready to reset and recharge, reach out after the call or send us a message. I will also add a link in our group here below so you can check it out. We do keep our retreats very intimate and intentional, so space is limited. So thank you so much, and I hope to see some of you in Naples, Florida. And one of my asks is we're looking for more women entrepreneurs who want to join us on our retreats. We're doing global retreats and in the country. So if that's something you're interested in, please join us or let others know. And I can also, a freebie is invite you into my free Facebook group, Dow Media Agency. You can see updates there. So I will put that link in the comments as well here in the chat, as well as the link to our retreat.
Thanks, Yasna. And it's so good to see you back.
Yes.
All right, Jules, I have you up next.
Good afternoon, beautiful women. And shout out to Katerina. So Nikki, who is my friend, Nikki Slattery, and a member, some of you know, she actually went to your retreat and she was blown away. She absolutely loved it. And she was talking like for weeks about it. And just such a beautiful people. And she learned so much. And it was on a cruise. So you have fun and you have business. Like perfect. So you did a great job. So yeah, I'm Jules and I work with female entrepreneurs. And the picture might look like this. You built the business and the business is working, but in the process, you kind of lost yourself. So you feel burnt out, disconnected, and maybe unfulfilled. And there is more that you want to create and grow, but it seems like your body is not there. Your spirit is not there. So, and that's what I help women do. So to restore and reclaim themselves by connecting their head and the heart and adding a little bit of love or a lot of it, because what money without love? And what love without money, right? So why do we have to separate them? So, and I blend nervous system work, so which actually helps women rewire their relationship to money and love. And I also bring a lot of spirituality or energetics into the system, because how you feel about building a business and making money is what's going to pull you through all of that stuff that we also have to face. And I also blend somatics, which is actually working at the emotional level of healing the wounds of unworthiness or undeservingness or other things that we might still carry. So that's why we feel stuck and just kind of compressed. So, and I've been on my journey and I come from Russia, so which I actually come from socialistic country to the capitalistic country, to in the country where money was not existing. Like they said, no sex, no money, that's it. But, we still did the things, right? So, and I've been growing through my journey and also connecting to the divine, which I believe that where the abundance is in that connection. And I've been, I guess, blessed, or through my journey, I have been divinely channeling some messages of love. And on June 6th, which is this Friday, so I have my first book that is coming out. And I believe it has a very healing energy because the messages came through me. I did not decide to write the book. Some people ask me, like, how did you decide to write the book? I did not. It just came through me. And then through the divine steps, it led me to the right people. And I would love for you to experience the book and the message. So I'm going to put the link here. So on June 6th, right now, ebook is available. But on June 6th, it's going to be also the paper copy. So if you just go to Amazon and like pull my name, it's going to be there. Or I will be sharing it in Beautiful Faces Going Places. So
Thank you, Jules. Sorry, I let you go over a little bit, but
thank you.
it's all good. I'm really excited about your book, and yeah, I can't wait. I pre-ordered it, and so I'll have the Kindle edition, but I can't wait to get it in a real physical form. So congrats on that. And yes, if you would like to include any more information about who you are and the magic that you make, feel free to drop that in the chat as well. I'm looking at this group and I realize I work with a handful of the people on this call, Jules included, and she's truly changed my life working with her. So I had to give that shout out. But anyway, Cheryl, you are up next.
Okay, hello everyone. Cheryl Tischer, and I am based here in Cincinnati, a member of Beautiful Faces. And I have got two businesses. I've been with Juice Plus for 19 years. It is a plant-based nutrition company where we have fruits and vegetables and capsules and chewables. We've got protein shakes, and we have a tower for growing fruits and vegetables. So all about simplifying your nutritional choices and giving you more opportunities to get fruits and vegetables into your diet. And then about 2 years ago, I was introduced to Raman, the number one Korean skincare. It launched in the US, based in Korea, where they are obsessed with their skincare. And I tried it. I loved it. I was like, okay, I'm going to combine these together. Look good, feel good, health and beauty in that space. And yeah, and I love it. It's just awesome. Korean skincare is very trending, and so people want to try it, and it works. So, so you've got to have something that works. So I've been really loving that and love sharing that. With people that I meet. So if you are local, we do a lot of what we call K pop-ups, where you can actually come try the products, no obligation, just try them, compare them, see what you think. So you get an idea of what they're like. And, even if they're not for you, you might want to find, or you might talk to someone who you could share them with. And we also do like Zoom presentation, Zoom where you could actually try the products and I could kind of talk you through that or, talk to you just about them via Zoom as well. And what I'm looking for too are connections to estheticians, hair, nail salons, med spas, those type of companies who might be interested in learning more to see if this might be a fit for something that they'd like to carry in their space. And let's see, I think that's about it. So, any questions? I put my information in the chat, so would love to just connect, have a one-to-one, go from there.
And where are you located?
I'm in just north of Cincinnati.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Well, I guess I've had everyone, I've given everyone a chance to speak, correct? Nobody else is on here that hasn't. Uh,
I don't think we've heard from Lily
Lily?
Zulio. Lily, are you available to introduce yourself? I'm not quite sure.
Maybe not.
Okay.
okay. Well, I'm gonna jump in. I have created a message for you guys, a little empowering message, just because I want to make the most of your time here. So we've had time for connection and getting to know each other a little bit, and now we're going to switch gears and I am going to share with you a few manifesting tips that you can take with you to help empower you and help you to live your best life and also have alignment and success in your business as well. So it's been great connecting with you all, and every call with this group is such a pleasure to lead. It is literally a dream come true. Oh, that was the timer. Oops. Okay. So now that we've had our community time, I want to leave you with something to take after this hour together. So as a reminder, alignment isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. And it all starts with knowing your core values. Your core values are your energetic blueprint. You can have the best sales funnel and the best website and the cutest Canva graphics and even the best business coach. But if you're not rooted in your values on a small and broad scale, nothing's really going to feel right. And it's probably not going to be sustainable long term. So I'm talking about like burnout, self-doubt, inconsistent clients, and that being stuck on WTF am I even doing feeling. And it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's not because you have the wrong strategy, but oftentimes when we get in these little spirals, it's because you're doing it from a place that is not truly you. You're forcing things. You're not aligning with your core values and your core truth. Your values aren't just words on a vision board. They are the foundation of your magnetism and the most important manifesting tool that you will ever use. So, today I want to share 3 shifts that can happen when you get crystal clear on your values and start living, branding, and building from that place. So, First, you're going to find creative ways to infuse your values everywhere in your life and your business. So once you know what matters most to you, everything becomes an opportunity to live those values louder. Your values shape the clients you attract, the offers and services that you create, the way you price your services, and how you decorate your office, how you dress on your Zoom meetings, and how you spend your time, your energy, and your money. So, for example, if one of your values is beauty and self-expression, like mine, maybe it will show up as wearing bold makeup in a Zoom call, or creating branding that's sparkly and fabulous, like you, or turning your workspace into some kind of sacred, sparkly sanctuary that really resonates with the things that light you up, even if it's not necessarily, conforming to the regular backdrop on a Zoom meeting. So this isn't necessarily about aesthetics. It's really about aligning your energy and everything around you with what lights you up. Because when your outer world reflects your inner truth, you're going to naturally feel that more confident, more creative, and more magnetic. And your brain and body sync up when you're aligned. You literally vibrate to a different frequency. So the third thing you're going to do once you get clear on your values is you're going to start to say no to what does not align. So when you're unclear on your values, everything kind of feels negotiable. You might say yes to clients that aren't really the kind of people you want to work with, or say yes to draining projects or habits that feel like a slow leak on your energy. But once you start to own your values, saying no becomes self-respect and not self-sabotage. You stop entertaining clients who don't value your time, offers that feel like a should instead of a soul level yes, social circles that shrink your energy, and environments that don't reflect the future that you are trying to manifest. And here's the truth. Every no to misalignment, every no to a misaligned opportunity is a yes to more magnetism. It clears out energetic space for the right people, opportunities, and income to find you. So ask yourself, what am I tolerating in my life or in my business that does not reflect who I truly am or where I'm going? And then third, you're going to invite your magnetic mirrors, because seeing is believing. Here's something wild but true. Your brain has these things called mirror neurons, and they fire when you observe someone else doing something that resonates with you. So when you're around people who are living their values boldly, being their full, authentic selves, and thriving in their business because of it, your subconscious mind starts to say, wait, if she can do it, maybe I can too. And that's why sisterhood and aligned communities like this one are so powerful. We literally expand each other's belief systems by just showing up authentically in a space like this. So your energy really does teach before words ever do. So when you surround yourself with women who reflect that life that you're calling in, let their success be your permission slip, and let their truth remind you of your own. So, my final thoughts I want to share are that you do not need to do more. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to root deeper into what already makes you powerful. That is your values. That's the things that light you up. That's the stuff that was divinely planted in you to make you who you are. And because when your business and your brand and your life are built from that place, success becomes inevitable and it actually feels good and sustainable. So, if you need help getting clear on your core values, I've created a free workbook called the Authenticity Personality Accelerator, and it is designed to help you to uncover your deepest values, identify what's out of alignment in your life, and start building a business and life that is actually based on who you are. And you'll get some guided prompts, a misalignment audit, integration tools, and a truly transformational 21-day challenge as well that you can implement to really start to boost your manifesting magnetism while being true to you. So I will drop a link in the chat if you would like to grab this amazing core values exercise I've created. And also, you'll be able to book a free soul strategy session with me. It is truly my pleasure to help you give an hour of my time to help you work through one of your biggest blocks or help you get clear on what really is true to you so that you can tap into the magic of you. So, does anybody have any thoughts or questions about that? I know Erica had mentioned something similar when she introduced herself about the values. You didn't use the word values, but you were talking more or less something along the lines of being true to you and doing what works best for your business. Do you have any insights that you'd like to comment on?
Yeah, gosh, everything you said, I was just sitting here like, yes, resonating with. Yeah, I think, and I'm going to speak from an operational kind of standpoint because I think kind of what, where you were speaking is definitely sort of in that brand and kind of following through. But even in like the day-to-day work, that's, we all know, okay, here are the things that we need to do, right? If we're going to have a business, we're going to have clients, we're going to do marketing, we're going to build the Canva graphics, right? It's getting back to that why, though, just like you were saying, it's so applicable to, I feel like, every single aspect of your life. I even took my own beliefs from my own personal, followings as well when I was kind of figuring out who I am as a person. Right? Who am I? What do I believe in? And realize like every single aspect of your life, when you can come back to the core why am I doing this? What's the benefit? Everything just works. Like there's no complexity to it. It fits, it feels good. The energy aspect that you were talking about as well, I think that's huge, right? Like the energy that you put out is gonna come back, right? So if you're
Totally.
just like constantly busy and that's the work you're putting out, you're just going to keep finding yourself in that cycle.
Yes, yes. And the thing is, if what you're doing with your time and in your business is aligned with your truth, when you are busy, it doesn't feel like work. It's
Hmm.
not draining. You're not burning out. So I like to push the limits on a daily basis. Like, how can I get truer and truer to myself? And oh, it is insane how much more lit up by life I am just by doing little things like I ordered this dress because it reminds me of the dress from the Barbie movie, and I love Barbie, and now I get to wear it on my calls and feel a little bit more myself when I show up here. It's like very simple things, but it's also like delegating stuff in your work,
Hmm.
like there are certain things that we all probably do in our businesses that we don't enjoy. Giving yourself that permission slip to say, hey, I'm going to take a risk and invest in a VA
Hmm.
or whatever support that you need to get rid of this
Hmm.
task that drains you. The universe responds to that. And because you've opened up space for something greater and you've communicated that you trust yourself and your higher power, it's gonna pay off. So,
Hmm.
um, I'm really lit up by this topic right now because as I mentioned earlier, I'm buying this dream retreat spot and it's a huge leap of faith. I have a great property that is beautiful and wonderful, but I feel this calling to do this thing. It is so true to my heart. And the logical mind, like this is risky. This isn't the logical path. This isn't the right thing to do as a real estate investor. I've never done an Airbnb. I've never had a retreat property, but that's been on my heart for so long. That is my truth. And that lights off all my values, my four core values as well. So it's like, okay, let's play ball. Let's see how much more I can stretch this concept of being true to myself, and let's see what happens. And
I'll
that's how I found beautiful faces going places too.
I'll piggyback off of that if it's okay.
Go for it.
I'm loving this conversation also. I'll piggyback off of that of like taking that message that you just mentioned, right? Of like, but this is me. This is my value. This is what I believe in. And screw what everyone else says, right? I'm going to kind of follow my heart. A really solid example, you guys heard me loosely going to talk about. I'm not quite ready to push it forward because I'm still incubating it, but it's a quarterly group planning membership. So, fun fact, when I was actually going through my certification for online business management, we were taught not to introduce any kind of membership models to any entrepreneur unless they were on like the far end of scaling, right? That they were like that stage 3 business. And I believe that to be true, right? The experts were telling me this. I saw it in real life, right? Like that's a membership model is something for experienced business owners. And kind of to your point, Morgan, I spent my wheels wanting to learn how to scale my own service-based business, right? I was a fractional part-time employee, but I wanted to scale that. I got to a point where my rate couldn't go any higher and I can't take on any more fractional clients. So I would refuse to believe that was the ceiling. So I kind of crafted a program of something that I believed in. And I said, you know what, screw the system. I'm not a stage 3, but I'm going to launch a membership anyways. And I can't tell you how aligned and how many people I'm finding that like want to be in my first iteration of my beta group. So kind of to Morgan's point, like that message of just lean in to you and what you believe in, that's always your truth.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are a great magnetic mirror for me right now. Part 3 of my presentation is finding women to see to believe things are possible for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about breaking rules and being true to yourself. And I know like the membership thing, the groups, the that kind of model, the lower ticket stuff is not necessarily like advocated for beginners in business, but I also believe where there's a will, there's a way. That's what the movie Field of Dreams was based on, you know? Like if that's a calling in your heart, like it's possible and congrats. That's really exciting that you're making this impractical dream a reality.
Absolutely. I love this conversation because, Yasna and I just hosted our Vision to Success retreat in Croatia, and it started out as a dream, right? And let me just say, I'm looking here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. Erica, when I first launched, I spent 2 years researching the how. How do I do this? And finally, I had to say, slap yourself, Carol, stop it. You led a very successful Chamber of Commerce. If you can do it for a Chamber of Commerce, you can do it for your own company and your own brand, right? Create the programs, the value, and just get started. Just do it. And look at where we are today. So you're absolutely right, Erica. It starts with our belief systems, the belief systems that Morgan was just sharing with us. So I can just totally relate to you. Thank you for sharing. And yes, launch your program.
And sometimes we don't make those decisions to take action, and that's where we truly miss our opportunities. And if any of you are in that phase where you still believe that what other people think of you is really important, it is not. It's what you think about yourself. Mel Robbins has a newer book out, and it's called Let Them. And if any piece of you is in that space, I recommend that you get that book and read it. It's amazing because we do not have control over anyone else's thoughts or actions, only our own. And sometimes when we see that in print, it brings it to reality. And it's so important. So if you aren't where Erica and Morgan are, it's a great resource to help you bridge that gap between that and give yourself permission to be who you really are meant to be.
Yes, I agree. I read that book and that was what helped me. That was one of the things that came together to make me willing to pursue my daydream, but of the retreat spot. I had to say let them regarding what are my tenants going to think when I sell the house. So, and also, I've been making content on the beach, like that I'm a beach girl, and from the outside looking in, it may not make sense. Like, what does beach and business have to do with each other? But I am out here living my best life, running multiple businesses while in a bikini. Like, some people are going to be like, WTF, who's this girl? And I might not resonate with everyone, but the right clients, the right people, my friends, they're like, oh, congrats, Morgan. Like, we've seen you work so hard to get where you are. We want to see you walking around making content in bikinis all day, So, yeah, to your point, I think you do have to make a decision to put yourself out there and just decide, like, I'm not going to care what other people think, and take baby steps until you get more and more comfortable really showing up authentically. Does anybody else have any? Oh, Jules?
Just to add that you are the source of your creation, and who you are becoming is really what we are after, because it's not just the tangibles of success, the money, the business, but it's the intangibles. And more we master those intangibles within our body, with our nervous system, and with our spirit, more that spirit and more the body is going to pull us through so that we can stay true to ourselves, and also learning about ourselves. Because business and money, they're great amplifiers of our relationship with ourselves and what's there that perhaps we need to deal with and work through so that we get to more expansion, because there is no limit for expansion.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there is no limit of who you are becoming.
Exactly.
So if you understand how divine universal creation works and we are a reflection of that, there is no limit to who we are. We are, really. And that's scary.
That's not scary. That's exciting.
That's exciting and scary.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
we face uncertainty. And that's why when we go into structure, there is a little bit of that certainty. However, the excitement might not be there. And that's that combination, that dance of how you can kind of do both and what works for you, of who you are becoming. And sometimes you don't even know that.
well said, Jules. Well, thank you all for being here today. We're going to go ahead and wrap up, but I wanted to remind you that to go ahead and click the three dots in the corner and save the chat. If you'd like to connect with some of the people who are here, take advantage of the links that they shared. But I thank you all for joining today, and we will be back the first Wednesday of the month at noon. Same time, same place. So I hope to see you all again. I know it'll probably be a smaller group in June and July because of summer and vacationing and whatnot, but we will be here. All right.
All
Did you want
right.
to say?
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and we can't wait to see you soon.
All
Bye-bye,
right, thank
everyone.
you.
Take care, everyone. Thank you, Morgan, for hosting.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Carol. Thanks,
Okay,
everyone.
bye-bye.